What do you think when you see that picture?
I remember my mother. These boys take my mother.
There were two revolutionaries who'd met in prison and fell in love through a little hole in the wall, and they married and came out and had a family, and he managed to stop being political and become the family guy, but she couldn't. They are thrust into exile, and the film follows their story in exile.
انتوا بتحبوا بعض انت وماما. ماما.
استني انت وماما بتحبوا بعض.
They dream of freedom, they find freedom in the West, only to find they're losing each other. I suppose their love makes no sense in the West. They'd found themselves in this bizarre place, but there was only one person that had the reference point from where they'd originally come. So they were looking at me as a sort of sounding board to try to help make sense of it all. In all of my films, I look for people that are, you know, not just subjects but participants in the process, that we all make it together, that they go on some sort of cathartic journey with the movie, that in a way the film is beneficial to them, gives them something back. Once the revolution started, you couldn't even hold a phone up without getting kind of... So I was taking in glasses with cameras here to get on the streets and film. And I was actually giving them to the revolutionaries out there to try to document what was going on themselves. I came face to face with the brutality of the regime, and I witnessed firsthand well, kind of firsthand. I heard it more than saw it, but I sort of say it's actually more painful to hear a man cry than to see a man die, in a way. So that kind of stuff was pretty tormenting. Nothing compared to what those guys go through day in, day out, you know.
Where's Baba?
وين؟
Yeah, Baba.
بالمظاهرات قوميو. قوميو كيف ما صور رغدة.
It isn't just a Syria film, and no one's made a film about Syria and exile, and no one's made a family film where people laugh and cry and love and care and, you know, breathe. They're not just dead or being beaten with YouTube images. The dead Syrian. All of those things are important for me to make them human beings.